And here we go, toe-to-toe, two of the most formidable front courts in the NBA. Shaq, tonight, how do you see this battle of the bigs being played out?
Well, it's not checkers. It'll definitely be a chess match in the terms of rotations, substitutions. Each team will try to establish itself very, very early.
I thought maybe it'd be a lot more physical than a chess match.
Oh, chess can be physical. You didn't watch Bobby Fischer? He's still missing.
Well, stretch bigs. We'll try to put...
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's Jazz starting lineup. Starting at point, 64 inches. Number 3, Ricky Rubio. At small forward, 67 inches. Number 22,
There's a buzz in the air here in Salt Lake City, Utah. Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Doris Burke. And we've got David Aldridge on the sideline. It's East versus West here in Salt Lake City. The Jazz hope to put on a show for this home crowd. And so off the tip, it's Utah. Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. We've got the great one, Prez out there with Big Dog. Then there's Bottoms. Then it's Flash in at the point guard. Now here is Cephalosha. At the elbow, it's Gobert. They set the pick. 5 on the clock. Rubio outside. Unloads. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Prez with the ball. Doris, 2 terrific defenses going at it tonight. Most people expect a low-scoring contest. How do you go about getting points in a game like this?
Well, against high-caliber defenses, one thing you have to do is be patient, work your offense into the second and third options, but most importantly, Kev, you've got to take care of that rock.
And David Aldridge spoke with Quinn Snyder. David?
Well, Kevin, I asked him which factor might make the big difference tonight, and he said we have to respect them as rebounders. Stay cognizant of where their bigs are, and when the shot goes up, we've got to put a body on people. Kevin?
Much appreciated, David. Thank you. So what does that mean if your man is doing a better job cleaning the paint? Now here's Gobert. Now the pass to Cephalosha. Gobert, the screen. It's deflected. 3 on 3.
Here we go. Get it going. Go screen.
They set the pick. Inside and stolen by Favors. Now here is Cephalosha. 17 points in his last outing. Rubio with it. Now guarded by Prez. Here's Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Favors. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. On defense, Utah. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And, you know, this can happen on the road. You're out defending guys who have just gotten into a comfort zone playing at home.
No passion on the defensive end. Didn't look completely engaged. Really need to lock in and be focused on these road games.
Yeah, easy call.
I think if you think about the Pacers in the last decade and the value they have found in the draft, right? Danny Granger gets taken at 17th. Roy Hibbert at 17th. Lance Stevenson actually at 40th. Paul George was 10th. Miles Turner 11th. That's a very good track record.
Both free throws good from Prez. And the Pacers trading away draft picks in recent seasons for players like Luis Scola and Doris Thaddeus Young. Given does that surprise you?
Well, I think when you consider their keen eye for rookies and the ability to evaluate talent, it makes you wonder why they've boxed themselves in. Certainly you wonder if that had to do with the pressure to contend.
That gives them the lead.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
Yeah, just a matter of he needs to be there a split second earlier. Not much room for error when you're setting a screen.
Here's Big Dog. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
You know, couple that with the 4 big blocks. He was awesome on the defensive end as well.
Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Mitchell. The feed to Rubio. Pass to Mitchell. Right side Favors. No one near him. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, what a terrific option. Them really puts a ton of stress on an opponent.
Here's Flash. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Suns in Phoenix. Pass to Big Dog. Out to the right wing. Here's Flash. His 3-pointers off the mark. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. And Rubio kicks to Mitchell. Nice ball movement by Utah. Gobert the screen. Off the pick. Cephalosha misses.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the 2-man game creates a terrific look.
Well, he simply misfired. You've got to capitalize when the screen opens up wide open shots like that.
Now here's Prez. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
And it was a big game for him at the defensive end as well. He never stopped pressuring the basketball, coming up with one steal after another.
Here's Favors. That one off the back iron and out. Pacers leading by 3. Here's Reed, tipped away and stolen by Favors. Here's Mitchell. Softly drops in the floater. Mitchell's got his second basket.
Really encouraging to see Derek Favors pass like that. You love seeing him make an effort to get his teammates involved.
And Rubio kicks to Cephalosha. Chance there to take the lead, missing.
Well, I'll tell you, it hasn't been his best quarter, but we know he won't get discouraged. This guy will keep grinding.
Jazz shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out.
Get going.
Favors dishes to Mitchell. Unloads from 13. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Mitchell's got 6. Flash passes to Reed. Stolen by Mitchell. Here's Rubio. Makes it off the glass.
Well, that's the way it works. Good call, good finish inside by Rubio.
Flash. The Pacers getting another chance here. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Well, without great floor space, find quality shots. They're very patient and methodical running their offense.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
He's off on the first. And the Jazz run a half-court offense. A lot of cuts and screens to create their shots.
Well, they are right near the top in what we call screen assists. Shots created off a screen. Ironically, not a ton of regular assists, despite all the passing required in their offense.
Favors with the screen. Knocked loose. Tries to keep it alive. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for Utah.
And they really based almost their entire offense around the three-point shot. Spread the floor, face the defense, and if the deep shots aren't falling, at least it should open things up inside. And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Stolen away.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
Jazz have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. And Rubio kicks to Mitchell. Back to Rubio. And here's Cephalosha for 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Cephalosha's got 5.
Boy, that's the vision and ability to deliver precise passes. Rubio completely on point.
Now Prez. Great D that time from Favors.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
And it's Big Dog with the foul. That's his first foul. Joe Ingles, who's checked in for Utah.
Joe Ingles.
Mitchell kicks to Gobert. There's the dish to Rubio. Back to Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. Feeds it to Mitchell. Shoots from 12. And he gets it back. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Pacers trail by 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And here is Prez. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
That'll be a 5-second call.
All right, a chance to check out some stats for Big Dog. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable, averaging 29 points per game, 15 rebounds, and almost 3.5 blocks. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
And that one's good by Favors. And the Jazz lead by 7.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Big Dog. He's got 5.
Oh! How does he even make that shot?
What range on that shot? Oh, that's amazing. Kicks to Ingles. Back to Favors. Rubio outside, expanding his range. It's rebounded by Indiana. Bottoms got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Reese. Look at that shot!
Oh, my goodness.
How did that go in?
Wow. Where does he pull that from?
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Gobert, the screen. Off the screen. Count it. Good. Mitchell's got 8. And Nate McMillan with a solid track record as head coach in Seattle and Portland before taking over the Indiana Pacers.
Well, think about it. Before this job, 12 seasons, all coaching in the Northwest. And that goes along with 12 seasons as a player, all with the Sonics. He actually earned the nickname Mr. Sonic for almost 2 decades in Seattle.
And so here is Indiana after the basket by Utah. Flash misses.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And Favors kicks to Rubio. Favors with the screen. Jazz passing it around. Down low. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And the thing that really sticks out when you look at Derek Favors, his defensive versatility. You know, he can guard the 4s or the 5s on the inside or out and to have a player like that allows your team to excel.
Derek Favors undoubtedly has turned himself into a dependable power forward. Someone capable of... averaging a double-double in the NBA.
And Indiana making a change here. Sabonis is checked in and out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
Well, that's an example of two teammates on a different page. They're both looking at each other like, hey, what was going on there?
And despite Favors' size and strength, he really moves his feet well.
And that's tremendously valuable in today's NBA. The ability to stay in front of smaller men and switches and pick and rolls. He has terrific lateral mobility.
Now, here's Ingles. Looking for his first basket still in this one.
The only way he doesn't finish is if the defense gets in his face. Nice job.
Passes to Kaner Medley. Latrey. Favors with the rebound. And when you look at Derek Favors, do you think Dorsey's maximized his potential, or is there still room to grow?
No, I definitely think he's got a higher ceiling. Favors is a guy who came into the league after just 1 year at Georgia Tech. So let's remember, he's still mid-20s right now. And the way this guy works, he's going to get better and better.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for the Pacers. Oladipo comes in for the great one. 1:29 left here in the opening quarter. Oladipo with the ball. Coming off a solid outing against Phoenix. From the line. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And what I love about Oladipo, he does such a great job playing within the context of the offense. If you're open, he will find you.
Now, here's Rubio. 17 points for him last game against Charlotte.
And also 3 steals. So he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
And no good on the technicals, so unable to pick that one up. Here's Rubio. 4-point game. He dishes it to Ingles. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Ingles has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Flash, covered by Rubio. Flash misses.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's Favors. From down in the low post, it goes. And it's a 9-point Jazz lead.
Yeah, Kev, the defense has got to be aware of Derek Favors. This guy is especially effective at using his height near the rim.
The Pacers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And Utah making a change here. Udo's checked in. Utah leading by 7. Left side Favors. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Bogdanovich. Here's Bottoms. From deep 3-point range.
No, sir. What a
shot. 3 points at the buzzer.
An absolute miracle that one went in. A circus shot to end the quarter.
And that does it for the first quarter. Utah out in front, leading by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Welcome back to our special presentation of the NBA for Martin Luther King Day. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Tough defense throughout that first period, and it's really paying dividends.
Well, I think there's a level of physicality with them right now, and not a...
Pacers trail by 4. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Utah. Mitchell is out there with Ricky Rubio. Then there's Udo. Then it's Jay Crowder. And it's Ingles in at the 3 spot. Outside Crowder. He kicks to Ingles. Nice ball movement by Utah. 5 to shoot. Here's Ingles. Got a piece of it. Here's Bottoms. 20 points for him last game against Phoenix. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Mitchell dishes to Rubio. He feeds it to Udo. And the pass to Mitchell. Ingles in the corner. That shot off, and Indiana will go the other way with it. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And look, it's always tough to win on the road. You've got to go in with the right mindset, and they did.
I think, Greg, they didn't let the crowd or the noise get to them, and they have to be happy with how they played and executed on the road in that one.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
What a great job contesting without fouling. Exactly how you want to defend the mid-range shot.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Sabonis. Here's Bottoms. Shot from the wing. Jay Crowder pulls it in. And the Pacers still looking for their first NBA title, but 3 titles, as we know, for the franchise in their ABA days.
How about in 9 seasons with the ABA, they made the finals 5 times. Now, granted, there were only about 10 teams in the league, but that's still pretty impressive.
Udo gets the bucket.
I don't think the pass could be better placed. That's a great assist.
Pacers trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Flash. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Jay Crowder. And Doris, you've spoken in the past about the art form of drawing a foul. Who are some of the best players that you've seen in executing that?
Well, I think the preeminent guy at this point would have to be James Harden, right? And this guy specializes in the and one, the 3-shot opportunities from 3. And listen, that is part of the game, and we do not want to take that aspect away, right? Because and ones have always been a part of the game. What we need to evaluate is at what point does a shot attempt begin versus those guys who are throwing themselves, or in James Harden's case, sometimes grabbing the arm of the defender and creating a foul where none existed before.
He's been very clever in perfecting that, and I give him credit because he has taken what's given and really exploited it.
It might become known if they make a change as the Harden rule, Kevin.
It probably will. Good work there as it goes. That's 12 points for Bottoms.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Well, you want to slow this man's roll right now if you're the defense, because you've got to make somebody else beat you. He's cooking right now.
Mitchell. And a miss there on the triple. Pacers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Here's Bottoms. He's got 12. Here's Oladipo, and it's Oladipo with the jam.
Boy, the strength of Victor Oladipo is on display there, effortlessly absorbing the contact. Nicely done.
Rubio, the pass to Crowder. Rubio outside. Burks kicks to Mitchell. Another miss by Utah. The Pacers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo. For Utah, they have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line. And the first one at the line is good. And a major renovation completed by the Jazz at the team's expense, over $110 million, Doris, to bring this 25-year-old facility up to date.
Well, everyone will benefit, right? New locker rooms for the players, better seating and suites for the fans, a new outdoor atrium that includes a solar roof. Even those who can't get into the game benefit. Large screens will broadcast the game to fans who are in the outdoor plaza. How cool is that?
Tavo Sapolosha is checked in for Utah. There's the pick. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. Misses the 3. Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Oladipo. And the shot falls short this time.
Well, with the defense laying off him, you know he's going to pull the trigger. They're lucky he didn't burn him.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Boy, just a step quicker than the defense, really, catching them off guard and capitalizing well.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Oladipo, averaging 17 points per game, over 2.5 steals and 3 assists. And with his ability to put the ball in the bucket, he has to be your primary focus defensively.
I think defenses plan to stop him, but very few succeed, Greg. And that's why he's his team's leading scorer.
Now Crowder still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
And Crowder, no remorse on the drive. What a vicious dunk.
Here's Splash. No good there. Good D by Rubio. From 20 feet out. Utah gets it back. The shot by Udo, no good. Pacers trail by 6. Here's Flash. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. It's Oladipo on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Kept alive. Here's Sabonis. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard. It's certainly been a good month for these teams on the offensive glass. Number 1, the Pacers.
They have been aggressive underneath. I mean, they're playing with a physicality that you don't often see, and it's led to a lot of second chance points. They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
There's a good screen. And here's Udo. Rubio outside. Burks with it. Udo kicks to Cephalosha. Wide open shot is on the money. Cephalosha's got 7. So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season.
Yeah, it should be an interesting matchup tonight. These two teams will only face off twice all season.
Well, so you want to make these opportunities count, right? Since they don't see each other often, it's going to be an intriguing battle.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. Pacers trail by 6. Here's Flash. It's Oladipo on the wing. Burks covering. Utah's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Cephalosha dishes to Burks. Now here's Gobert. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. The 3 from Cephalosha. It's not going to go for him.
I'll tell you, he's been dry from 3-point range in the second quarter after hitting one in the first.
Here's Flash. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
But they recover it. Rubio with it. Now defended by Oladipo. Now Burks. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
Come to me.
Dishes it to Cephalosha. Drains the three-pointer. Cephalosha's got the lead up to 9 now for Utah.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Well, deceptive speed to me on that drive. Bogdanovich able to slice through the defense.
Rubio, the pass to Udo. The 8-footer misses off the right iron. Pacers trail by 7.
Boy, guys, such a rare combination, right? A great shot blocker who can also make threes. And if you think back to that 2015 draft, 3 kinds of those players entered the league. Karl Anthony Towns, Kristaps Porzingis, and this guy, Miles Turner.
Sabonis, no good.
Nice timing to get up on that shot.
Boy, you can't ask for better defense, Greg. Excellent work getting right into the grill of the shooter.
And Rubio kicks to Burks. Udo dishes to Cephalosha. Burks in the corner. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And you talk to us about a stretch 5. Miles Turner already a knockdown shooter from long range.
Well, it's incredible at his size to be that smooth, that quick, and that high with his release. Your eyes are not lying. That's a 7-footer with a gorgeous shooting stroke.
Pacers trail by 7. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better.
Here's Gobert. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. And the Jazz lead by 9.
Rudy Gobert is becoming a handful down deep. He's quick, he's confident, and he's got gorgeous touch.
Here's Oladipo. And the rejection by Udo. And here's Rubio. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. That 3 off the mark.
They're fortunate to be in front given how shaky he's been from the floor. Well, we know Oladipo is an elite dunker, one of the most creative guys when he's at the rim.
Rubio, the pass to Udo. Almost, but it rolls out. Pacers trail by 7. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
An intimidating force who continues to wipe away shots with ease. Go to work, Rudy Gobert.
Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. It's been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the midseason surge, let's check out the standings and how they're shaping up. Taking a look at Toronto. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, the Pacers, 6.5 games behind them.
And seeing where Indiana is, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as this season winds down.
Flash gets it to go from beyond the arc. Flash has got 5 now.
Just 1 for 5 this quarter. You know he wants to help his team, but not sure if shooting is the way to do it.
Cephalosha's shot is good.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Turner with a screen on Rubio. Offensive rebound. The shot by Turner, no good.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
And that's another fast break bucket. And this is the pace, though, guys, that's been working for him.
Yeah, I think, Greg, the faster the tempo, the better they are. And I love the
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a... It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first half in the books. This is Ernie Johnson. This is Shaquille O'Neal. This is Ken Smith. Welcome back. Ken, as we break down the action. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. The second quarter was full of highlights for them, and as their play improved, so did their lead. They'll be carrying an 11-point edge into the second half. And Shaq, what did you think about what we saw from Utah?
Well, Kenny should appreciate that.
That's it for now as the...
Welcome back to our special presentation of the NBA for Martin Luther King Day. Pacers trail by 11. And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Sabonis is out there with Big Dog. Then there's Flash. Then there's the Great One. And it's Reese in at the 2 spot. And the Pacers operating in a smaller market. Some cost restraints for this franchise.
Right. This is not a team that can pay the luxury tax. It's not necessarily a free agent destination either. Those are challenges, but they have remained very competitive over the years.
Doris, it's been said that you started playing basketball in the 2nd grade. How did your love of this sport become so evident so early?
Yeah, you know, I moved to the Jersey Shore when I was 7 years old. There was a park right next door. And, you know, I'm the last of 8 kids. My family didn't have a ton of money, but boy, all I needed was a rim and a basketball, and I could spend 6, 7, 8 hours. My mother used to call me back in from the park to have lunch or dinner. I just spent my entire childhood on the hard court next door dribbling away.
Were you naturally good at it, or did you feel like you had to work at it, or did you just feel like, I got an knack for this?
No, I think, you know, obviously when you play the game from 7 years old, you pick up on a lot of the nuance. And as in anything, you have to work hard at something to be good at it. And it didn't feel like work because I love basketball.
It shows even now. From deep 3-point range, rebounded by the Jazz.
Yeah, and even with his range, that one might be asking a little too much.
Yeah, that zip code might extend beyond his range. My goodness, let's take a better shot next time.
And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
Ouch, that's a wasted possession. Got to shake it off and forget it happened, guys.
Jazz leading by 12. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. The feed to Gobert, to the paint. Here's Favors. It's deflected, and he recovers it. And it's good, 2 points. Favors has got 9. The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Kaner Medley. Indiana again missing. The Jazz have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And it's Mitchell missing.
Challenging the shot has almost the same effect as blocking it.
No doubt, especially when the shooter knows that a defender is draped all over him. That kind of activity alters shots.
Rubio sinks it from just inside the baseline. 6 points for him.
I'll tell you, the in-between game for Rubio starting to come around.
Reese the pass to Flash. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
And a chance to check out the numbers for Ricky Rubio. Some impressive play from him over the last month. 11th in free throw percentage. And his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And he deserves credit for knocking down such a high percentage of his free throws. It's not a glamour part of the game, but incredibly important nonetheless. Clock at 6. Back to Cephalosha. No good on the triple. Pacers trail by 16. Pass to Flash. The tray. And he's good on the 3-ball.
He hits one in the first half, another here. Not prolific, but the defense has to keep an eye on him.
Rubio outside. to the wing on the left. Here's Favors. Fades away and sinks the tough shot.
Well, Derek Favors has developed terrific form, and it's nice to see him continue to develop this mid-range.
13 feet away. Rebounded by Cephalosha. Cephalosha's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Rubio outside. There's the dish to Favors. Feeds it to Mitchell. Launches it. Pacers with the rebound. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip. Here's Flash. And the Pacers another 3.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Jazz leading by 12. Rubio outside. Gobert the screen. Favors dishes to Gobert. Shot from 12. Cephalosha misses. Indiana's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. For Indiana, they've gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. Jay Crowder's checked in for Utah. That free throw good from Prez.
And the Utah Jazz, historically, they've always been one of the better franchises in the NBA. And it was nice to see them back in the playoffs in 2017 after that 4-year rebuilding phase. It tied their longest playoff drought since the team moved to Utah.
Here's the great one, covered by Rubio. Shoots from 14. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Big Dog's got 4 points now in the quarter. Utah leading by 9. And this Jazz organization operating in a small market, but over the years, so competitive.
Yeah, you know, and a lot of times teams want to take shortcuts to contention. The Jazz know they're not going to win the free agent bidding war. So that creates a kind of discipline that they're looking to build from within.
Going to the line will be Rubio. Just gets fouled on that sneaky drive.
He hits the second from the line. Pacers trail by 10.
You got Joe back up.
Prez with the ball. 8 points for him. Here's the screen. Pass to Big Dog. Here's Sabonis. Offensive rebound. Reese the pass to Flash. A 3-ball. Jay Crowder pulls it in. Crowder's got 3 rebounds now in this one. To the right side. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Indiana. Prez has got 4 rebounds in this game. Derek Favors with the rebound.
I'll tell you, it'd be a big help if he could snap out of this cold streak. His shooting has been hurting them.
Kicks it to Gobert. It's Crowder on the wing. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Rubio. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Udo's checked in for Gobert. Bottoms, he's checked in for Indiana. It's good, and the Jazz lead has cut down to 11 on the bucket from Reese.
Crafty move. He recognizes the size disadvantage, and the mid-range is close enough.
I'll tell you, that's really clever, because it's not easy to get that mid-range off over a guy who's got a size advantage. He made it look easy. Well, he just keeps rolling right now. What a terrific quarter for him on the offensive end.
Here's Kaner Medley. Here's Reed. Here's Sabonis. No one near Prez as he lets it go. Sinks the 3-pointer. Prez has got 13.
Boy, he's carried his share of the load tonight, Kev. But he might need to carry even more if they're going to turn this thing around.
Favors with the screen. Rubio. That's tipped. Here's the great one. Defended by Crowder. Here's Flash. No good from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
looking to end his cold spell. Mitchell's shot is good.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
I mean, how does he get that shot off? I mean, he had to angle that perfectly to get past the defender.
Rubio left side. Out left to the wing. There's the pick. 6 on the shot clock. And Favors kicks to Mitchell. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Doris, some players, no matter how hard they try, can't make free throws in games. You spent a lot of your playing time at the line, playing guard for Providence. Why do you think this mental block is there for some players?
It's amazing the power of the mind relative to sports performance, right, Kevin?
Yes.
Because I do believe very often this can be much more about the mental than the physical side of it. Think back to Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, guys who are physically massive, and they say the size of their hand impacts their ability to shoot it. But to me, there is no question about it that sometimes it's just you're afraid. It's like the yips in golf. You just can't figure it out. And it becomes a scary place to be, standing alone on the free throw line.
Good comparison. Now here's Prez.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Udo kicks to Ingles. It's stolen by Prez. From deep. Kept alive by Indiana. The pass to Flash. The three-pointer, no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
And that's a foul called on Bottoms. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Jazz making a switch here. Yarebko's checked in and finished off by Prez.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
Outside Crowder. There's the pick. He dishes it to Mitchell. Off target from outside.
Boy, for a capable three-point shooter, that's one he expects to make.
Now here's Prez. Tight defense on him. Pass to Sabonis from outside the arc. That one, no good. And it's Utah the other way. At one point, they led by 16. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Now here's Prez. Defense right on him. Rejected by Crowder.
Well, Crowder known for his defense, and you love to see him get high for these rejections.
2 minutes.
Pacers trail by 11. Here's Prez. 19 points in the game. Up off the screen and finish off by Prez.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and the dunk caps it off.
Yeah, run your offense with that kind of precision. Not much anyone can do to stop it.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
The energy. This guy really wants to put this one away. This has been absolutely brutal. Missed every shot this quarter. He needs to keep his head up and keep working.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Flash. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Reese, and finish off by Prez.
And that's rocking the rim. Give him the 2 points and tack on some for style.
Oh, he deserves them. He deserves all the points he can get there. Sensational. Here's Crowder. Got a piece of it. Now here's Prez. Ingles covering. Here's Reese, and finished off by Prez.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Crowder kicks to Udo. Back to Crowder. He feeds it to Ingles. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from 14. Now here's Prez from deep. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And so it's Utah holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Happy Martin Luther King Day, everyone. And welcome back as we get going again here at 2K Sports. Utah leading by 11. Mitchell is out there with Joe Ingles. Then there's Jerebko. Then there's Udo. And it's Cephalosha in at the small forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Right on the bucket.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Now here's Prez. He's tightly guarded. And Indiana opting to trade Paul George this summer. Doris, never easy to let a superstar go.
No, it isn't, Kevin. But with Paul George looking to contend for a title and increasingly voicing his dissatisfaction, it was probably the right choice because you don't want to lose him next summer and get nothing in return.
That free throw good from Prez. Gobert, he's checked in for Udo. And so he makes both from the line. And the Jazz have been one of the more old-school franchises. Pounded inside, grind out victories. They're still a tough defensive team, but Doris, Coach Quinn Snyder is receptive to a wide-open style of play.
Right. Quinn wants them to play with pace, look for easy opportunities. He also likes power forwards who can stretch the floor. He understands that's the way the league is going, and he's on board with it.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. And the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Reese. Mitchell kicks to Gobert. Gobert, the screen. Now Cephalosha. Back to Gobert. And Utah again with the bucket.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Reese. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Utah leading by 12. Cephalosha dishes to Jerebko. Mitchell kicks to Cephalosha. Nice ball movement by Utah. They set the pick. Ingles passes to Gobert. Back to Ingles. The feed to Mitchell. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Bottoms got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Mitchell kicks to Ingles. Here's Mitchell. Prez brings the double team. Dishes it to Jerebko. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And weak rotation defensively. This is not a guy you want to leave open when you're trying to stay in the game.
Now, the defense just not in sync there, right? You've got to do a better job communicating.
Pass to Sabonis. This one for 3. Rebound, Utah.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to ease up off the three.
Boy, nice team basketball being played right there. You see the open man, and you deliver the ball right away.
Now here's Prez. Ingles covering. And here is Prez. Just 5.
Oh! Look at that.
And I got to... play. Sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Yaremko dishes to Gobert, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Well, he continues to be a dangerous scorer for them, but he can't do it all by himself. Someone else has got to help them climb out of this hole.
A different look for Utah. Derek Favors checked in for Yaremko, and Ricky Rubio subbed in for Joe Ingles. And Rubio kicks to Cephalosha. Now here's Gobert. He's guarded closely. Kicks it out to Rubio. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
He's been heating it up since the break, getting some excellent looks right now.
Prez with the ball. Gobert with the block. Rubio outside. Here's Favors, and terrific work on the offensive glass when he picks up 2. And the Jazz lead by 17. There's the screen. Here's Reese. Gobert with the block, but he gets it back. Now here's Prez. From deep. Offensive rebound. Passes it to Kaner Medley. Here's Flash. Jacks up a 3. Reed the pass to Sabonis. Here's Kaner Medley.
With him scoreless in the latter part of this one, it's awfully hard to come back.
Here's Mitchell. That's tipped. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. Utah leading by 17. Gobert the screen. Cephalosha kicks to Rubio. They set the screen. Back to Cephalosha. Gobert the screen. Cephalosha misses.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Reese the pass to Kaner Medley. Here's Sabonis beyond the arc. Rebounded by Cephalosha.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
Utah has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Rubio outside to the left side wing. Here's Favors off the left rim and out.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Reese. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. And here's the fast break. Cephalosha leading the way. Mitchell's shot is good.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
They're not settling for anything outside the paint. Excellent work getting right to the tin.
They get the rebound. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And the defense allowing some room here on the inside in the second half, and they're taking advantage. A lot of their points coming from in the paint.
Big Dog is checked in for the Pacers. Rubio outside. He kicks to Mitchell. Gobert the screen. Now Rubio tries a 3. Fails to score here. He has made 5 of 12 to this point. Big Dog the pass to Flash. But they get it back.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
Prez with the bucket.
That's his 3rd triple this half, and that's after hitting only 1 before that.
Jazz leading by 14. Outside Favors. There's the dish to Cephalosha. Favors with the screen. Here's Mitchell. It's tipped. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Scooped up. Here's Reed. Shoots the 3. Flash misses.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
The three-pointer is right on target. Cephalosha's got 7 points for the quarter.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Now here's Prez. He's tightly guarded, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul goes against Utah. Both free throws good from Prez.
You know, seeing an uptick in his trips to the free throw line, really, since we came out of the half.
Utah has gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Feeds to Mitchell. Gobert, the screen. And here's Rubio. Kicks it to Gobert. It's deflected. The dive for the ball. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Pacers trail by 15. The pass to Big Dog. From downtown, it falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Rubio with it. To the middle, intercepted. Reese the pass to Flash. That shot off the mark. And it's Utah the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Now, here's Rubio. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Lets the 3 fly. It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Reese.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Gobert, the screen. Here's Mitchell. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And Mitchell drops them both. And here are the Pacers now. They're on a 13-5 run. Pass to Flash. Here's Big Dog. Off target from 3-point range. Utah leading by 11. Rubio right side. He dishes it to Mitchell. And Rubio kicks to Cephalosha. Nice ball movement by Utah. 6 to shoot. Favors with the screen. Mitchell passes to Favors. And then Favors with the dunk.
Well, we know this. Derek Favors is terrific. Rolling hard after setting the pick. This guy is a terrific screen and roll player.
Big Dog. And he slams it one-handed.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Now Rubio. Outside Favors. He feeds it to Mitchell. Gobert the screen. Jacks up a 3. And it's Mitchell missing.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there. Well, when you're in transition, the pass should lead the break, and that's exactly what was done in easy 2.
Way to hit it.
1:32 left in the fourth. Now, here's Rubio. He's guarded closely. Gobert, the screen. They set the pick. Rubio dishes to Favors. Clock at 4. Favors with the screen. Here's Mitchell. No good off the front iron.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Well, you can see he's sputtering a bit, but he's trying to get going. I do like that he's continuing to be aggressive.
Both free throws good from Prez.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Jazz leading by 6. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Gobert, the screen. Shot Shot off the screen. Yes, that goes in.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
There's no doubt. They're really clicking. What an amazing all-around effort to take a huge lead like this late in the game.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Mitchell kicks to Rubio. There's the feed to Gobert. Dishes it to Mitchell. Takes it from 10. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, that's the size of Derek Favors, allowing him to snag these boards. This guy, you've got to keep him off the offensive glass, Kevin.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second versus third team foul. Substitution on the court.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
That's his first personal foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 7-point lead. And the Pacers call time here. They're trailing by 7. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Derek Favors.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting a big game out of someone other than one of their stars.
He had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Alec Burks, Kevin, continuing to develop into a dependable scorer. He's got great size for a two-guard. Well, guys, that'll seal it for sure, right? Terrific job keeping his concentration and knocking those down.
Timeout called the Pacers. They're behind by 6. 8 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And I'm not sure the 2-point bucket does much here. I think they got to go for 3.
Unless it's an and one, a two-pointer makes no sense. Unfortunately for them, the defense knows this too.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, superb awareness, Greg, right? Not allowing them to get comfortable running their offense, being super aggressive.
And there's the whistle. That goes on flash. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
That's so much that Rubio gives you. The last thing that has to come to me is the range shooting.
And so it's Utah with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Derek. Long season. You don't want one loss to turn into 2. How important was it to get this win tonight?
All right, David.